All right, everybody, fair warning. I'm not very good at this, and I talk way too much.
Hello everybody, I'm Nicholas from Pepper and Mint Off-Road, and behind the camera we have Noel. Today I thought we would do a quick walk around of our vehicles. So Mint is our brand new 2020 Jeep Rubicon JL, and it is the Unlimited. It's got all four doors, fully set up with the disconnecting sway bar, the front and rear locker, and we went with the Unlimited on this one because this is our daily driver. This is our family vehicle. So while we do take it out on the trail, we do spend a lot of time in the vehicle itself, riding to and from the grocery store, going to the gym, things like that. This Jeep Rubicon is running 35-inch tires with the KMC XD wheels. So let's walk around the outside real quick. Noel was able to get the Mopar bumper, which we immediately, within seconds, set up in stubby mode. So that was the first thing we did as soon as we drove it home. I think it's got a wonderful, very aggressive look, and we just absolutely love it. Coming around the back, we do have a full-size spare. Same KMC XD wheel and the Mopar metal bumper as well. So I guess while we're back here, we might as well take a look in the back. Tons of trunk space on the JL Unlimited, and that's going to be very contrasted when we look at my Jeep, which has absolutely no trunk space. We've got plenty of room for the animals. We do a ton with our animals. Our animals are always with us. So, we've got this set up so that they're comfortable back here, and we can still carry 4 passengers. Tons of room. Coming in the back, we did get all leather interior, and this is the fully loaded model. So even on the top, we have the sound dampening panels, which also help with keeping things cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Extremely important on cold days like today. And this is brand new to us. We just actually put plates on it, so we're still figuring everything out, trying to figure out exactly what we want to put and where. I think really the only enhancement that we did here was actually just to protect the leather from the dogs. We added just a little armrest panel there. The JK is running Milestar Patagonia 35-inch tires. Another upgrade that we did is the Currie anti-rock system. This replaced the stock sway bar down here. It allows us a little bit more articulation on the trails, and I don't have to get under there anymore and disconnect the sway bar. I haven't seen any difference between when I was disconnecting the sway bars manually and the articulation with the new setup. And that could be due to the AEV conversions lift kit that we put on this as well. So in order to fit the 35-inch tires, I did need to do a 2.5-inch lift kit. That was my first mod is the front and rear bumpers. I wanted to get those plastic ones off, put some metal ones on, and this one was a decent price. Came with some D-rings, came with the fog lights, and it was worth it to me. On that bumper, I also added the Smittybilt winch, and we'll go over that in another video, but I do have the winch on there, and we've used that a couple of times now. Now the Willys Edition does come with the Rubicon rock rails, which is pretty awesome for those individuals that are just starting out in the wheeling and don't really know what they need yet. I actually have only tagged the rock rail one time in the last year that I've been wheeling it, just because the narrow wheelbase on here keeps me from basically hitting any rocks. I'm crawling up on a rock just about the time that it comes down. So, the vehicle came with a hardtop, and we love the hardtop. However, I kind of wanted something just a little bit unique, a little different. I also love the Sunrider feature. The Freedom panels are wonderful to take off, but for me, I just like to be able to pop that Sunrider open on really nice days and then close it. Here in Colorado, the weather is just not something that you can count on. So having this best top, Trek top with the Sunrider feature has been really awesome, and I just love the look, the slope back look. Now, one thing that I'll note here, I am not running a spare tire. There's a couple of reasons for that, but before everybody hates on it, Biggest reason is the weight, and keeping in mind that I'm always close to a base camp. I can actually put a spare tire here on the rack with the camper, or I've got Noel's vehicle. If suddenly something comes down to it and I absolutely need a 35-inch spare tire, I can grab one of those. And by removing this extra weight from the vehicle, I notice a lot better performance in the snow. The spare tire itself, with the tire and wheel and carrier combo, that's like another 100 to 120 pounds of weight just on the back end of the vehicle. Now, one of the other reasons that I removed the spare tire is because with the trailer connected, we don't have a lot of room to open the back tailgate. And this setup is actually configured to carry the dogs all the time. So in here, besides all the tools and extra gear that I've got, I do have the bed set up for the dogs. And so I like them to be able to ingress and egress and give them as much space to do that as possible so that they feel safe and secure. So by removing that spare tire, I have probably another foot and a half for them to jump in and out of the vehicle. We're rocking the Alien Shade grab handle holder. That was actually given to me as a gift, and it's actually worked out pretty well. I can hold my radio on there. Looks like my radio's kind of got bumped as I was adjusting things, but radio fits or clips on there really well, and I can pull it on and off as necessary. And then the other thing that we have is the Spot X. So if I'm up in the mountains, I want to be able to have communication. Making sure that we can communicate over satellite has been just really a lifesaver. And I keep those in this pouch so that they're easy to get to, but out of the way so that I'm not touching things as I'm driving. All right, coming around to our Flagstaff E-Pro camper. This is the camper that we selected for two reasons. First of all is it's extremely lightweight. You can pull it with the two-door JL, no problem. Don't even need the trailer brakes connected or any of that. Of course, it does have trailer brakes. It is solid axle, and the cool thing about the axle is as you run over bumps, it actually torsions up and down against the trailer. So if you're going over washboard, the whole trailer doesn't get to bouncing. The axle absorbs it quite a bit better. We are equipped with dual propane and dual battery setup here, and that's really important as we start to move around the vehicle or around the camper. I'll show you a little bit more. This is really a base unit setup. So we will take this and park it at a trailhead, take it and park it at a campground, something like that. So opening up in the camper, it is a very minimalistic setup. We've got a bed that folds up into a couch. We do have all of our goodies that we take with us, but for the most part, we've got heat and air, so we can be comfortable no matter what the weather is. And then if we're in an area where we can actually get some TV, or maybe we want to show off with the iPad, we do have a small little TV up there in the corner. Now this is where the dual battery setup comes in handy, because this unit is also solar power. So there are solar panels up on the roof, and we're able to park this somewhere where we're getting lots of sun like we are right now, and we'll have enough power to charge laptops or cell phones or different things like that. That television runs on 12 volts, so we can actually even watch TV directly off of solar power if we're so inclined. Pretty important that we can cook and function like we would normally do while we're out on the trail. Now, the microwave doesn't work off of solar, so we would have to be plugged into shore power for that. But yeah, we've got a microwave in here. We do have a dual burner gas system. This unit also comes with a exterior grill that you can put on the side over off of the side of the tire, and you get just a little extra cooking surface. Does have running water through the use of a 12-volt pump that you can run off of solar, and the Dometic fridge is run off of solar panel, as well as the propane. So we do have the capability to do both. There we go. So nice nice little fridge setup. We've got just enough space. Got our freezer there. Just enough space for a couple of day trip. And again, this is a base camp unit. This is not something that we're going to take out on the trail. The other reason that we chose to go with a hard side unit is we like to go to areas where there's bears and other wildlife. In some of those places, you can't even camp at various campgrounds with a soft side unit. So you can't use pop-ups, you can't use ground tents. We're able to pull up, leave the unit in bear country, go out and enjoy the trails, and then come back and we've got our nice cozy setup.
What's the overall weight?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Do you have length and width so that people can see?
All right, so gross vehicle weight on this is 1315 kilograms or 2898 pounds.